My own view, for what it's worth, is that the kingdom won't be held down in terms of its ambitions.
For my final question, I want to ask both of you your perspectives on where you think the kingdom's construction market is heading. What's your outlook? Where do you see Saudi Arabia's construction sector in sort of 10 years' time, leading up towards the Vision 20 agenda? Toby, I'll start with you first.
No, I mean, I alluded to. Thanks, Ashley. I mean, I alluded to some of this earlier, and I mean, there are so many different things you can pick up in the press. There's the whole position is obviously highly politicized, should I say? And there are a range of views. My own view, for what it's worth, is that the kingdom won't be held down in terms of its ambitions. So I think in terms of investment and the future and the projects, etc., there may be some bumps in the road. But in the long term, on a long-term view, I think it's a positive outlook for the construction industry. That's my own view. What I would say as well is that the industry, and my experience of the industry in the kingdom, even over the last few years, is that it is becoming more sophisticated, and it is becoming more. It was always been, it's become, and there are lessons being learned, and processes and procedures, etc., are improving. And I've noticed, a couple of the questions. I mean, there's just looking on the list. Is one of them I'd just pick up immediately, Ashley, if you don't mind, is about
of course,
whether there's an emphasis on the lowest price, for example. I mean, on one view, and we've seen a lot of this. There has been a historic wish to just focus on upon price rather than quality and on capability, etc. And I think as the construction market continues to get more and more sophisticated from already fairly sophisticated position, there seems to be a much better increase generally now in understanding that in terms of tendering and pricing generally, the lowest price doesn't. It sounds obvious, but the lowest price doesn't necessarily mean the best bid. And that's an example of something. And if education and knowledge can continue in the same way that we're learning in Europe and everywhere else in the world, and that understanding, people appreciate that actually you have to, with that increased investment becomes better deliverability, a better project, and a better system at the end of the day. So my outlook is positive, and I think everyone's learning together, not just in the kingdom, but throughout the region and elsewhere. And I think it will continue to grow and provide all of us in the industry with continued opportunity.
And Ali, what are your thoughts on the kingdom's outlook?
Yeah, I think, despite the COVID-19 situation, the outlook remains very positive. The kingdom leadership has made a significant kind of commitment and took steps toward building Vision 2030. I think they put a lot of stake into building that vision. That vision, to a large extent, has a big construction component of it. There will be challenges, of course, but there's challenges everywhere. They will overcome them one by one, and the opportunity actually comes with challenges. So the more challenges there is, the more opportunity there is. So given the challenges that are in achieving Vision 2030 and the construction element of it, there will be a huge kind of opportunity for the sector to build up over the next few years.